Hello, my wonderful viewers, and welcome to another episode of Betty Adams Overanalyzes. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers EarthSpark and what is probably the single greatest writing error in the show so far. I still haven't seen the 3 episodes as of the date of this recording, the last 3 episodes in season 1, but there was just a doozy, and I sincerely doubt the show is going to top this one in the episode Prime Time. Now, what is the whole theme of this show? Family togetherness, with an important sub-message about the adopted children, the Terrans, not being any less the Maltos children than the human ones. That's the whole overarching theme of the show. A really good moral message for a children's show. Family is family, no matter whether they're biological or not. And then we have this episode, Prime Time, that goes out of its way to deliberately contradict that. Now, I don't believe for a minute that this was deliberate. No children's show is going to say, well, the biological ones are the real family, not deliberately. But that is exactly what the episode Primetime did. Primetime was at its heart a very simple, It's a Wonderful Life show. One of the main characters, Mo Malto in this case, the daughter, gets sent back in time, or has a vision of being sent back in time, and was given the choice to undo the inciting incident of the series. Every single show that has any science fiction or fantasy element has had at least one episode like this, and even more solidly realistic shows toy with this with dream sequences, or just occasionally they do a weird episode about it. So, very common episode. The show, the 3/4 of the first part of the episode are set up with the main conflict being that Mo, this girl child, is experiencing the intense suffering of life that loving someone and watching them suffer can cause. And had the show followed through with that theme in the conclusion, it would have been a really great episode. But it didn't. Instead, for the third act, it's a 4-act episode, and during the third act, Mo is taken off of Earth and transported mentally, I think. I don't think they were there physically, but it was a very confusing scene. They were transported up onto a spaceship. They were transported there by Quintus Prime, who chose to bring Robbie Malto, Mo Malto, Alex Malto, and Dorothy Malto, the 4 humans in the Malto family, while leaving the Terrans down below. Now, this is just weird on a very technical level, because if Quintus Prime has the ability to reach into the minds of anyone, it should be the 5 Terran children. But instead, he chooses the 2 human children, who he does have this bond with. They are wearing those gloves, and the 2 parents who have no real role in this part of the episode, and more importantly, absolutely no connection to Quintus Prime. So it's questionable how Quintus Prime even could have kidnapped the Malto parents and brought them up to the ship. But the unavoidable conclusion from this, with Robbie dying and Mo kind of being the communication link between him and Quintus Prime to rescue him, and Quintus Prime choosing those 4 characters to pull up, the unavoidable conclusion is that these are the real family, and that there is a separation between the organic family and the Terran family and members of the family. And again, I don't think this was deliberate on the show's part, but it is the unavoidable conclusion. The show sets up a deliberate barrier, a difference between the biological members of the family and the adopted members of the family. Saving Robbie's life was something that the Terran siblings had no part in. If this is all leading up to a plot twist that says that Quintus Prime is a terrible, terrible prime and shouldn't be trusted, I could kind of see it going that way, but no, that's not how this is being presented. And just in the context of this episode, the message is that there's a difference between biological family and adopted family. And the way it's presented shows that difference to be important. Again, that is almost certainly not what the show was trying to do. But that is what was done. and it directly contradicts the rest of the episode. It directly and blatantly contradicts not just the rest of the show, but the rest of the Transformers franchise and the general cultural zeitgeist of the day. I can only conclude that having this message so clearly, so strongly, so obviously in there was just a horrible writing error. And then it was something that didn't get caught by the actors or the directors or the producers. It absolutely boggles my mind that the same team that did Warzone did Primetime. But what do you think, my wonderful viewers? Am I being too hard on a children's show? Or is the message not as clear as I thought it was? I am very interested to hear if anybody got anything else out of this episode. But hit that like and subscribe button, check out the links below the video to get yourself a copy of my books, and peace out, my wonderful viewers. Do you love awesome science fiction books? Of course you do. If you check out the links below the video, you can get yourself a copy of Comedy or Tragedy. Humans Are Weird. I have the data. Humans Are Weird, We Took a Vote, and Humans Are Weird, Let's Work It Out are the 3 comedy short story books available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo by Rakuten, Google Play. There's even some copies at Powell's Books, the famous used bookstore in Portland, Oregon. Dying Embers, dragons, aliens, and things that go boom in the night, and soon Flying Sparks. More dramatic, traditional science fiction novels are also available at Amazon. Flying Sparks is still in the pre-order page. If you want a copy, you can email me by contacting the website to pre-order yourself a copy. It's still being edited. So check out the links below the video to get yourself a copy of some wonderful science fiction.